Morning Warrior, Shai here from Self Solutions. I take a moment every week to share some of the struggles of our cloud community and to outline a couple of recommendations for those of you that are going through a similar issue in your businesses that might be able to help. I can help with. Um, Projects. Technology tends to be project-based delivery of work. So we do a project, we deliver it, we go to the next project. And that's great, but a lot of people don't necessarily think about what the project success factors are, and we definitely don't spend enough time doing that before we even launch the project. So today is about really 3 tips as to what to do before you launch a tech project. Alright, so let's get into it. 3 tips. Okay, first of all, none of these tips are going to be technical. So pull out your pads, start making some notes, because technology is, and I've said this way too many times before, technology is only as good as business strategy. Okay, and in this case, it's project management strategy. So what you want to do is you want to understand what the project needs to deliver. Okay, and too many of us start thinking about, well, it's going to be a technical widget. It's going to be a piece of software. It's going to be a server. Or, people are going to have new mouses or mice or whatever across the organization. That's not what we're talking about. We want to talk about the success factor being clickability of a mouse will be easier, or the software will provide efficiency, right? And so let's go with that example. Software providing efficiency, we need to understand what that means. Does that mean that we're going to save time? Does that mean that the quality of our work is going to be better? Does that mean that we're going to win bigger tenders? We have to really define for each project that we're doing, what are the far-reaching, the end business outcomes that we want to define. So that's the first thing to do, is to start thinking about it in that way. Some of the things that I straight away pop into my head, ROI, return on investment, is really epic, because tech projects aren't cheap, and you really want to understand when you're going to return the amount of money you're spending or you're investing, and what that's going to bring back to you, whether that's in efficiency or that's going to be straight out revenue or whatever it is. So ROI is one of them. The payback period is another one, right? So if you're spending, let's say 100K, and the payback is going to be 5 years, then you've got to go and talk to your CFO. If you are the financial manager, you've got to start thinking about, well, an investment of 20K over 5 years, and how do you start to think about that financially, and whether that makes sense in 5 years' time. The other thing is you need to start goal setting. So tip 2, start goal setting. That means that if you're, for example, efficiency is a really good one. You're building a system that will allow your staff to be able to work more efficiently and do things more quickly. So what does that mean? That means you're going to, go from a similar system today that takes 30 clicks and 29 minutes to get something done, down to 6 clicks and 30 seconds to get something done. You want to have those clicks and those seconds and the ability to project forward after the software has been installed and after your user base is accepted that and is used to it, and say, okay, now we at that point we want to be able to say that this thing's going to take 5 minutes and 5 minutes only. Okay. The last tip is to really start thinking about how you're going to manage this project. How you're going to review this project once it's done. Okay, because projects are base, deliver, go to the next one, deliver, go to the next one. You want to really build in some learning into that. And so at the end of a project, how are you going to review whether the project itself worked well? Not what came out of the project, but what the project itself, whether it worked well or not. And answer a few very simple questions. What worked well? What can you improve on? What was learnt? And what continues to puzzle us? Those 4 questions will really start to make you and your team dig into the elements of the project that didn't work, that worked, and you can emulate those. And the things that are still puzzling, you can actually research before you start your next project. Okay, so there's 3 tips for you guys. This one's going to be a quick video. I sort of went on last week, so I want to make sure that we're not taking too much of your time. If you guys have any specific topics you'd like me to talk about, please let me know, whether that's email or in the comments. Please do comment, like, share. I'd love you to share some of this stuff. I think I love people to start telling me what this sort of stuff is really doing for them. Okay, I think that's pretty much it, guys. My name is Shai. From Self Solutions, and I will be back next week. Until then, continue to enjoy your lives and stay focused.